You have always known that you were meant for more, that you were meant to shine, that you were meant to leave an impression on this planet. But something inside of you keeps pulling you back. And sometimes you think you know, but then if you actually knew what it was, you would be doing the thing that calls you and makes you feel most in alignment with your highest self. If you do identify with any of these terms, come on in, baby, have a seat. We're gonna have a little chat. Let me ask you a question. If today was your very last day on this planet, would you feel like you have left an impact on this world? If your answer is anything other than an absolute hell yes, this video is for you. Hey y'all, I'm Indy. I am a hypnotherapist who is absolutely obsessed with everything that has to do with esoteric knowledge, occult sciences, psychology, neuroscience, and everything quantum principles. I've figured out the cheat codes of this matrix, and I've lived multiple different lives in this avatar. Now I help other highly sensitive souls get past their visibility wounds so that they can quantum leap into their highest timeline and make the impact on this world that you know you're here to make. So the question I asked you earlier was a little deep, right? I know. What's really happening is you have subconscious beliefs that are trying to protect you from being publicly vulnerable. You have a dysregulated nervous system around vulnerability. So today we're going to go over 5 ways that you can shift these beliefs so that you can balance your root chakra, so that you can regulate your nervous system and start moving in the direction of your highest self-expression. I'm excited. So the very first thing you want to do is expose the identity. And we're going to do this by identifying your guarded identity archetype. Because you're not really inconsistent. You just have an identity that has been protecting you and trying to keep you safe. We have the stabilizer, the curator, the soloist, and the autonomist. And you can learn more about these in the description below. Next, we are going to reveal the protection. Right now, you're probably seeing procrastination as a problem, but when you reframe it as protection, you can actually start to reveal some of the unconscious beliefs that you have and the thoughts that are coming along with it. The thoughts that you might be having could be, oh my God, if I get more visible, I'm probably going to outgrow people, which means I'm going to have to cut some people off. Or maybe they'll just not want to be around me anymore. Or you might just be thinking something like, oh, being on stage or being in front of people or being visible is not for me, even though you can see yourself doing it. You're just trying to protect yourself, and you have to recognize that it's not a problem, it's just protection. Next, you want to regulate your body first. You might be noticing that you're trying to think your way into confidence when it comes to creating something like a YouTube video or getting on stage to present something or just being seen more often. Something that I like to do is something called Brahmari Pranayama. It's also known as humming bee breath. I do this before I get on camera, before I do anything else, and it actually helps to regulate your nervous system from your body and not just your mind. Instead of trying to think our way through it, we use our body to help regulate us first. If you want to know more about the humming bee breath, let me know and I will make a video for you guys to show you the proper way to do it and give you a little bit more insight about it too. Next, we are going to rewire the belief. And let me tell you something. You need to do it before you're ready. You are never going to be ready, okay? You just got to do it and don't judge yourself about it, okay? We try to judge ourselves about something that we are experiencing way before you even actually take the first step. Something that I suggest is record yourself ahead of time. See how you're feeling. Watch it without judging yourself. Post before you're ready to post. Post before it's perfect. Go and host that event before you're ready. Because being ready is an illusion. It's not real. You're never going to be fully ready to do anything. So just get out there and do it anyway. Over time, you're just going to get better and better and better at it. When you do things before you are ready, you are actually rewiring that belief in real time. If you have a belief that says it's not safe to be seen in public, or being publicly vulnerable is going to be embarrassing, if you have these kinds of beliefs, it's actually going to show you that you can do it. It's going to show you that nobody actually cares. Like, seriously, nobody is paying attention to what you're doing for real. Like, we all think that everybody is watching us, but in actuality, nobody really cares. And the people who do try to troll you and stuff is because they don't have anything better to do. And you don't want to worry about their opinions anyway, right? Right. Number 5 is anchor the new self. You may have heard somebody mention act as if. Mention? You may have heard somebody mention act as if and it shall be done. Neville Goddard, when he was alive, he taught the law of assumption, assuming the identity of the version of yourself that you want to become. You want to start embodying the version of yourself that you see yourself becoming, because this is how you're going to actually become it. How do they show up in public? How confident are they? Start asking yourself these questions so that you can start showing up as that version of yourself. The version of you that is hiding is not your truth. It's your protection. And at some point, you're going to have to ask yourself, do I still want to keep trying to protect myself? Or am I going to take the steps necessary to be fully seen? Because we need you. This world needs your light. We need to be able to experience you, because what you have is unique to you. What you're doing is unique to you, and only you can do it. So now that you know about these 5 ways to shift your subconscious beliefs around being publicly seen, I'm really curious about which one you're doing right now. So let me know, which one feels most resonant to you? Which one do you feel most in alignment with at this stage in your journey? The archetype identifier is in the description below for step 1 to identify your guided identity archetype. If you prefer a one-on-one approach, I do have a program called the Core Belief Reset. You can sign up for that. That's in the description as well. Or if you're more of a DIY person, I've made some subconscious recalibrations per identity archetype just for you. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next video.